I'm Lieutenant Colonel Samantha Nerove. I am a wounded warrior. I was medevaced out of Baghdad with severe PTSD. During my recovery at Walter Reed, I heard the most beautiful music every Friday on my way to Chow. It was Trio Galilei, and they were playing for us. Carloyn Surrick listened to our stories and has chosen to honor us by putting them in her book, Between War and Here. I would like to read it for you now. Rule 1. I never ask, how are you? I say, how's it going? It's either going okay or it's not. But if I ask, how are you? They have to tell me how they really are. Not such a good idea. Rule 2. You learn to assess injury quickly. In a glance, you can see a gaping wound, a missing leg, a rebuilt face. Sometimes you have to look twice. Did they really replace his eyeball with one that is totally blue? Is he missing both legs and most of one arm? How can there be so many pins and screws in a shoulder? No staring allowed. Rule 3. It's important to make eye contact. If you can get a soldier to look you in the eye and you smile, he might smile back. There are days when there isn't much to smile about. And when you get to see one of those shy smiles from a 20-year-old, well, you might just start believing in God. Rule 4. It's important to break eye contact. Some guys with PTSD vibrate at a different frequency than other people. You can feel in their unsettled innerness. And they look at you, staring into your eyes as if they have something very important to say. But it's locked away somewhere so deep that it will never, ever be heard. So for those very long moments, their eyes hold yours, hoping you will be able to read, there in their corneas, the thing that is so very terrible that they may never sleep again. Brave Mouse. Whenever a child walks by, we play Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Then we change the words and do the alphabet song. The kids sing with us. Maybe not right away, but after nestling their heads into their mom's sweater, they peek out and quietly join in. I was playing alone and the little girl stopped and watched. She smiled at me and we sang together. Then her mom called. Come on, it's time to go. You're taking up too much of that nice lady's time. The next time she walked by with her mom, I asked if she wanted to play. Her mom was worried that she would hurt the instrument, but I told her that it would be fine. The little girl stood to my right, and I placed the bow in her hand, cupped my hand over hers, and we bowed the instrument together. She grinned as we played, and then her mom said, "Come on, honey, it's time to go." I sat down to lunch near where they were sitting, and the little girl came over. "Are you here to visit your daddy?" I asked. And she looked up at me and said, "My daddy got dead. We're going home today. My grandpa's coming to pick us up." All the air left the room. It was not my place to cry. Irish, Part 1. He said, "My mother is an angel." Laughing, I said, "No woman is an angel." He said, "No, my mother is an angel." There were 10 boys in my family. 1 was killed in action. Of the remaining 9, 8 have Purple Hearts. Part 2. When his grandmother came over from Dublin, she got as many of his brothers together as she could. And when they were all sitting in the same room, she said to them, "Boys, you make fine soldiers, but you've got to learn to duck." Part 3. We were comparing scars, subcutaneous running stitches. I have a titanium plate and 12 screws. He has 1.3 pounds of metal in his body. Not all titanium. Different metals for different parts. He was driving a truck when he got blown up. Hands and feet were crushed, spinal cord injury, brain trauma, fine shrapnel in his kidney. He's been here for 6 years. Right before he was going to be released, they told him it was going to be another year. His kidney was failing. The screen they put in stopped working. He could barely speak. But they fixed it. They grew more kidney cells and healed his kidney with his own organic material. He grew his hair longer. He started complaining. I asked a friend, What's up? My friend said, "He must be happy. You can tell when a soldier is happy because he's bitching about the army." Part 4. He went home to his wife and 4 kids. His house has ramps now, and his wheelchair can go anywhere. Wheelchair accessible everything. Everyone is 6 years older than they were the day he walked out the door to fight for freedom.